Here we go. Welcome in everybody to the episode. This is the one. This is the big ticket we've all been waiting for. I have definitely been waiting for this exact day for a long time now. I have fully geared up every single account. We are in the God Wars. We are ready to roll. So I will go over here some of the things that I have set forth. Let me just drop my Gommel's hilts. So I collected multiple of those to be able to drop them here. And I actually want to unequip my Blood Fury so I do not waste charges. Have this all sort of planned out. And let's attack some imps while we go over sort of what's going to be happening here. So yeah, I have finished the goals of 99 Slayer alongside 99 Magic. So most of these accounts have 99 Magic and Slayer, which is what my goal was. So you can see I wanted this because I wanted the Slayer cape perk of being able to get repeatable tasks, and I wanted 99 magic to just have the highest magic defense possible, because your magic defense is partially related to your actual magic level. So yeah, let's go over some of the gear here. So there's only some minor differences from my tank account. My tank account is the one wearing the defense cape. All the other accounts have a fire cape. So I actually don't have a fire cape on this fourth account because my goal sort of always was to just wear the defense cape as a last resort. If for some reason I needed to, or I dropped low into like 10 HP or less, the Ring of Life effect would just teleport my tank out. Because basically if you drop that low, then you are pretty much dead in most scenarios due to minion damage. So in the effect where I'm paying too much attention to a different account and my tank just gets pummeled, that's obviously the most likely account to take high amounts of damage. So typical gear of Arc Light, Dragon Defender, Bear's Gloves, Berserker Ring Eye on all the attacking accounts except for my tank wearing the Ring of Suffering, because it should give me better defensive stats. And I actually only have 3 Berserker Rings. Again, some of these things are because I'm missing one of the 4 sets of a specific piece of gear, but group content will only go so far, so I didn't really want to slug out 4 of every single item, especially these rare best in slot gear pieces that would only be used in group content. Wearing some Varric skirts wherever possible. Again, missing one here, so I'm just going to wear the Guthin skirt as part of my Guthin switch. Carol's top being worn with the Unholy Blessing. The accounts that don't have a Zammy blessing are just wearing the Zammy monk robe to protect against Zammy minions in here right now. And I will switch that to the Carol's top in my inventory, of course. Primordial boots, so I have 1 set of dragon boots still. I only got 3 primordial crystals from Cerberus. Basically, I made sure to just obviously wear 3 of them, but wearing 1 on my tank instead of the dragon boots on the tank, just because it will give me slightly higher defensive stats, as well as the small offensive bonuses that they actually have over dragon boots should actually help me in things like Blood Fury procs to heal, as well as Guthins afterwards. So my main tank, I definitely want to use Guthins, and for my amulet, I'm using my amulet of Blood Fury. So this is a fresh Blood Fury that basically 10,000 charges. I'm unequipping it now so it doesn't waste any charges. I found out that it was proccing on the imps a little bit, so I'm unequipping them. I just attached the blood shard to it. This is my only fury on each account, but I do have the means to make more furies if for some reason I don't fully use them and I want a backup fury. I don't want to use my blood fury charges on like normal slayer or other things, so I actually do need to go make 4 spare furies, but we'll get to that on another time. So right now, yeah, I'm just walking around getting Imp KC, which is my Zammy KC, shown here at the top left of each client. And yeah, once I reach 35, it should allow me to enter the God Wars. So just switch up some items from my inventory, move this down to the bottom here. So yeah, three super combats on all the attacking accounts. I brought only 2 on my tank just to have a little bit more space for some anglers, and I'm bringing a Karambwan, just stuff to be able to combo heal in the event where I need it. My tank is obviously going to be under a ton of duress, and I'm going to need to constantly be brewing on him to stay high health. So I will most likely be chugging through a lot of supplies on him just as a safety net. Staying high health and staying above max health with brew doses is going to be pretty crucial in just keeping myself safe in there. Arc Light's maxed. I topped it off to basically max charges. On all 4 accounts, I repaired all of my Barrow's gear, so everything. I searched my entire bank for 100, 75, 50, and 25. So any piece of damaged gear, even slightly, would show up, and I pulled it out and repaired it. So Barrow's gear is topped off. The Blood Fury is fresh. The Arc Light is charged, and that's basically all of my charged gear. As for other consumables, I have runes in my rune pouch, obviously, so we'll be using those. So I'm bringing mostly the Arceus spellbook. I am bringing 1 account with Lunars here, and that is to utilize Potion Share. So Potion Share, these spells allow you to effectively save a dose every time you use the spell. So if I group my accounts up and I use the share spell on a super restore, it will use only 3 doses and give all 4 accounts a sip, so effectively extending the life of my supplies in the room pretty substantially, I would say. And I was going to use Vengeance on myself here, but this is not my tank account. My tank has to be on Arceus for Zammy. I might be able to switch that to, you know, Venge on my tank for Bandos, because potentially venging the boss's hit where he hits your tank off prayer could be a nice little damage rebound, but I can't because it's Zammy. I need to use the Ward of Arceus here. So the Ward of Arceus spell actually, it reduces damage taken here. So let's read what it says. Yeah, it reduces damage basically from demonic attacks. So basically any demon, it should reduce the damage here. As well as on the Arceus spellbook, I will be utilizing Thralls. So Thralls are gonna be a blessing and a curse. So with Thralls, you know, they do obviously good DPS. They will chip the boss down and speed up the kill, potentially bringing him down a volley of attacks sooner than later, maybe saving my tank a big critical hit from the boss, which hits through prayer and drains my stats. It'll drain my prayer and obviously do up to 50 damage. So yeah, definitely do not want that if possible. So the Thrall DPS will help in that regard. However, it does take 6 prayer points every single cast, right? So across 3 accounts using that every kill, you know, that's 18 prayer points across the board. Now, thankfully, it's distributed across all of my accounts, so you know, it's only 6 per account, so hopefully I can sustain that amount of prayer drain. Just need to make sure that at the start of every kill I'm also going to be losing 6 prayer, so my prayer needs to be enough for my prayers and this, you know, loss of 6 at the start of each kill. Quick praise here are set up. I have Protect from Melee and Piety on my tank account. So obviously need to protect melee against Zammy as the tank, but then the attacking accounts here are all on Protect Range and Piety. Let me just double check all of that. Yep, Range Piety, good to go. That's because I believe with my current setup, I'm wearing a Carol's top. I'm a bit more resilient to the magic attack of the minion. So, you know, I'm not going to be praying overhead magic. I will be praying ranged so that the ranged minion does not hit me. So I will be taking damage from the mage minion. However, I will pile that first after each boss kill, since none of the accounts are praying overhead magic. And technically that should be an efficient way to clean up the minions. I will have to, after each kill, switch my overheads accordingly depending on which account is being hit by which one. The Zammy minions kind of target random players. They will target a random player in there basically. So they should all just be targeting different accounts, and I will have to sort of figure that out. Find which account is being hit by which. So yeah, let's all hop to the same world here. After getting kill count, I am finally ready to go here. Okay, so as you can see, the kill count in my top left has all changed to blue instead of the red because I have enough to enter God Wars. It normally takes 40 kill count, but with the combat achievements that I have, which is the hard tier, I have enough to go in. It only requires 35 with the hard tier that I have. So yeah, there are the boys. So we re-equip the Amulet of Blood Fury. We did on this account. Yeah, once I enter, I need to switch to these 2 Carol's tops. That's going to be something I'll probably forget. Potion share spells ready to go. I will have to demonstrate them here. I actually have never used this type of stuff, so I believe this should just save me doses in the long run. So I will probably do that right now to demonstrate group potion sharing. I can also use that on my boost potion as well, which should save me super combat doses in the long run. My tank will have to drink a Sandfew for sure. That is because you need to have the anti-poison effect going on your tank constantly. Anytime the boss hits you, it will poison you for a massive amount of poison damage. This isn't normal poison. It hits for, I believe, 16s. So it's effectively unbearable. You have to be anti-poisoned. And yeah, other than that, it's going to be Thralls and Ward of Arceus, so just a little bit nervous here, but I think I am fully ready to go. Every account has it on strength mode. That is the most optimal DPS for the Arc Light, as it scales tremendously well with your strength bonus. So having that passive +3 strength that the strength attack style gives your account is pretty nice. Let's turn special attack on. I'm just gonna whale all 4 with the spec. I do have Dragon Warhammers, but I chose to not fuss with weapon switching here for that spec because I would like to just prioritize on camping the arc light. And obviously this account up here does not have Guthans, so this is the one account that will need to probably self-brew itself in between fights, as if the Blood Fury does not fully heal me. So hopefully the Blood Fury keeps me topped off from minion damage. And yeah, here we go. I mean, this is it. This is the moment I've been preparing for well over a year. I have trained to this point, and frankly, I do not know how it's going to go. I am as geared and stacked as I could possibly be, stat-wise as well, just 99s across the board on all my combats, given except prayer. Other than that, I think we're ready to go. So I'm going to start potion sharing. You gotta remember that this is my tank here, so for y'all that will be your top right client. For me, technically it's my bottom left, but I think things are just a little bit inverted. And yeah, I gotta just remember to wear these Carol's tops, summon thralls, use Ward of Arceus, all that jazz. So let me peek on this. See no adventures. Okay, I believe that is, I literally saw someone in there, so I believe it is peaking my Ironman instance that every God Wars has for Ironman, so that's perfect. So yeah, let's potion share up. So within, okay, so I thought I would need to turn accept 8 on to be able to do this. I can actually venge other on my tank here, so I'm going to be doing that. In case the boss hits him big, then it should recoil back, and then I can use some potion share. So I wonder which one is the one for brew. I know which ones work for restores in combat, but I'm not sure which one works for brew doses. Okay, it looks like it's this one, so looks like it's the yellow one for brews, and this one will also be for super combat. I guess a brew is considered a boost potion, not a restore, because it technically boosts your defense, and I guess it boosts your health. So restore counts as super restores, I'm sure, and then boosting is definitely for the combat, as that is just a strict boost. So here we go. My tab is in the bottom left of my inventory. Each account has the ability to teleport out. Therefore, I, in the instance this turns to chaos, have the ability to just click tab, 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 go around to each account, and should be able to just get myself out. So let's roll here. Very, very nervous. This is the first ever entrance in the God Wars here, so okay, let's do that. Oh, looks like you can't actually share brews then, huh? Because neither of them worked. So okay, looks like I would just have to sip that normally. So let's go sip, 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 sip. Now let's restore everybody up, which should use 3 doses as seen. Let me just throw another one on that, and then my tank here will drink a Sandfew and cast Ward of Arceus, and I believe I'm good to go here. So I'm gonna protect overheads on all of these, enter on my tank. Let's get in there, fight the boss, boys. Oh boy, he's kind of getting murdered. I'm not too worried about my ults here. Holy cow. Okay, that was pretty exhilarating. So this is a lot harder than I thought it was going to be, first off. Let's just throw that out there. So but it looks like the auto retaliate on all of my non-tanks is going to help me understand which accounts have minions on them. So that actually went super well here. I actually completely forgot to boost super combat, and that thing got absolutely obliterated. So let's share the super combat there. There we go. I actually just used only 3 doses to boost. That was crazy because, yeah, I forgot to even use the super combat, all of that, and I still forgot one thing. Okay, so these accounts will chill in the corner here. Let's just summon thralls like early here. Even though it's a little early, we're gonna get prayers on here early as well. Summon Ward of Arceus. I know there was some food on the ground, but this being my first kill, I need to make sure I'm ready here on my tank. Specs are ready to roll, and I am ready to just click here. Coming in with the boys. And I will be stepping under basically every couple hits here. Wow, actually just mercilessly wrecking these guys, huh? Wow. Getting a bunch of combat achievements too. This is pretty wicked, and actually everything is getting absolutely disintegrated. This is hilarious. I mean, I'm definitely gonna need that anti-poison effect because this is just hilarious. I mean, so first off, I literally can't even pick up all this food that's on the ground here. I'm gonna take the frozen key piece on each account whenever I can because that might come in handy to entering next. Okay. Okay, this is pretty insane. I didn't think it would get destroyed this fast. I am on a Zammy Greater Demon task on each account here, so every single one of them is doing Slayer helmet bonus damage. Okay, so again, summon thralls, Ward of Arceus early. I can throw Venge on my tank here. Be switching to Protect Prayers here very soon. Let's do that now. Ready to roll. Spam click the ground here. Okay, my boys are in. Step under every couple hits here just to delay some of the boss's damage, and wow, absolutely shredding. I'm still getting a lot of combat achievements here on various accounts. I am just an absolute tank, I guess. I mean, I don't even need this Guthans, man. Look at this. Who even needs the Guthans? These accounts are just destroying this place. I mean, there's food just despawning. I mean, this is hilarious. This is actually just straight up hilarious. My altar will be up in a few, so let's share potion on a restore here. Top everybody off. Put all these accounts here. So here's my tank. Yeah, I mean, I don't even know if the thralls are entirely necessary, but as you saw, that kill actually didn't go like as quick as I would have imagined. So I will be still casting thralls here. This account, I'm just gonna pre-Sandfew right now, actually. Cast Ward of Arceus. Okay, let's get my prayers on. Again, just have to be prepared every start of the kill. Get them all in. Get the boys in. Okay, there's a big hit. That's scary. Oh my god, though. He just got obliterated. I can't I guess the Blood Furies are doing God's work, huh? Because I'm just not taking damage anywhere, right? So turn off prayers ASAP. Hey, there's some super strength pot. Just throw that on the ground for him. I think boosting like my stats with like super combats and such is probably gonna be one of the strongest things here. So again, I'm just do that. I'll throw Venge on my tank here in case he does hit him. Let's pick up some food here. Yeah, I'm not really using like a ton of supplies here. So I can just eat this. Stay fully healed. Again, I will be summoning thralls like super early because I don't need the full minute. I just need probably like 10-20 seconds of it, as you can see. That one was a spec kill. Basically, I had spec on all four. Okay, so let's throw that up. Let's throw prayers on here. Spam click the ground. Ready for the boss here. Get the boys in. I do think that, yeah, avenged him. And I kind of can just kind of off the boss there after a little while there. You know, in between attacks, it looks like I'm just able to sort of run around and basically just not even let him hit me, because after a certain point there, my other accounts just do so much damage that, you know, it doesn't even seem to matter. So this is going way better than I thought. Literally so much better. In fact, I'm only going to spec on a couple accounts at a time. I'm probably going to throw 2 specs per kill. Okay, so we do need to... We will venge my tank here. I will boost share on a super restore. I mean, this is just going so much nicer than I thought. Okay, let's get the tank into position here. Let's move these guys away. I kind of am going to get greedy and get a little bit closer to the boss here too. Okay, let's summon Thrall, Ward of Arceus as well. Thralls, get prayers on here. Get ready to spam click on my tank. Get the boys in. Okay, so he does hit me for a 20 there. I'm gonna eat the Karambwan, resume attacking here. And nice, some big 50s coming in from the boys there, so. I actually just don't even know like what's hitting which account. It's like, it's just literal madness in here. I'm not gonna lie, like I literally can't tell what minion is attacking which account. It's just straight chaos, but it does seem like it's working out, so. Okay, let's go ahead and share another potion here. Some of these accounts I will just have to sip up on. I'm gonna brew here, I'm gonna drink that. Pick that up. Let's see here. Who else could use a brew? This guy, I can do a brew and then restore him. And then I'm going to be doing a new share of the super combats here. Yeah, this is just going so much nicer than I thought. In fact, I don't even need this food on the ground. I mean, let's share that. Used a lot of my super combat there, but that's just that account. Okay, let's get everybody on the wall. Tank in position. Let's go ahead and cast all of my thralls and such. Throw Avenge on him just for safety. Get some specs on here. Just gotta not confuse which account's my tank. Okay, that's a big 30. That's what I need to watch out for. Okay, that's a little bit scary when you get hit like a 37 right off the bat. Now that's his big drain attack, obviously, and yeah, so it looks like the Guthans is just not even like needed, right? Because like the Blood Furies are just healing me too much. Oh yeah, well my tank did just heal there, but you know, I don't think that was like necessary, so to speak. I don't know. Yeah, the Guthans is really not even needed, just because like he's just dying so fast. We'll have to see. We'll definitely have to see here. Let's get. All right. So I do believe every account has the altar here now. So I'm gonna go grab the altar and honestly just gonna repeat. I mean, this is working out very nicely here. Throw a Revenge on him. Everybody in the corner. Throw specs on. Gonna have to go Thrall, Ward of Arceus, Thrall. Everybody's pretty freshly brewed. All the healths are up. Again, my panic is, you know, I know where my teleport tab is. It's in the bottom left, so let's spam click the ground here. Get everybody in as soon as possible here. Okay, there's the poison, so I will need to drink a Sandfew here. Hopefully no drain attack. Nice. Beautiful. Let the attackers just kill, and that's perfect. Honestly, really is. Yeah, I think these Blood Furies are just like destroying. Like, my health is just so topped off constantly from the Blood Furies proccing. I'm pretty sure that's the majority of the heals coming through. So pick up the hard food on my tank here. Again, typically this is working nice with the Lunars too. I'm just grouping up in between every single kill and then doing a restore share across the board. So I'm getting a 4 dose out of a 3 dose basically every time. Don't need to drop too many supplies over yet, as I have enough pretty much for everything. So, but I will be trading these super combats over to my main sharing account, and yeah, sure, I will take the Lantidime seeds. Alright, let's get everybody away in the corner here. So we'll go Thrall, Ward of Arceus, get specs. Okay, let's go overheads, quick praise. Get ready to click the ground here. Spam click. As soon as I see that red X go off, I bring in all the folks, the boys. Big hits there, big hits. Let's hope to get a lucky here. Let's get an item, yeah. Let's get a spear. Alright, some super potions, we'll take it. Yeah, it looks like the Guthans is just totally overkill. I have not been able to really use it. I did switch it on for my tank, literally on one attack. And it actually was a big heal, but that was just kind of rare and lucky. It's not really gonna, you know, work. Just because I'm just full HP the whole time. I mean, I haven't really seen an account dip low. Certainly not the attackers, and so my main tank, I guess I could still bring it. But yeah, I mean, this is working out very nicely. So Venge him. Actually, need to group up for this potion share. Share that. Okay, Get the guys on the wall here. Let's go Thrall, 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 Ward of Arceus. Ready for another kill here. Hopefully we get lucky on the video. That would be awesome. Okay. Spam click. Come in with the folks. Okay, no crit, but he did mage me. So I will just eat a shark to repair that health loss. And yeah, it's pretty much dead. I'm just gonna leave it to the attackers to finish that off there. Some more supers, so again, probably not even needed, but is what it is. Okay. Yeah, we're chugging along here. My alts have so many supplies that I have not touched that it's pretty insane. I think what I'm gonna have to do here is I'm gonna have to throw some of them on the ground, pick up some of these supers. I can actually just share these super pots like very, very frequently here. Okay, so we actually have enough time here. Let's throw one of these over to him. So let's go with a boost on attack and boost on strength. Perfect. Let's get these guys on the wall here. Summon Thrall, summon Thrall, summon Thrall, Ward of Arceus, spec on, spec on. Main tank is in position here. Quick praise when the boss is about to spawn. Spam click the ground here. Just like clockwork, yeah. Okay, this account's randomly taking damage, so I'm just gonna eat while I notice it. Actually not avoiding the boss at all on my tank there. Bit scary. Okay, these are starting to show up, so I'm going to be looting this. Okay, turn off prayers. Alright, so let's group everyone up here. Let's get off a nice restore share. That up. I'm actually going to try to get these ashes removed from the highlighting, because obviously I would normally want that for, you know, like Slayer and such, but I'm going to be turning a lot of those off just to clean up the ground a little bit here. There's some supers on the ground there. Drop a couple brews here, pick them up, juggle these. Don't really need the brews though. Yeah, every account's pretty good on prayer, so just by default always turn spec on here. Let's go Thralls up, Ward of Arceus, get my tank in position, get the guys on the wall. Okay, pretty much ready to roll here. Just gonna share a potion real quick just because some of my attackers were low. Let's get all my overheads on here. I'm just gonna eat because this account looked low. Okay, someone's getting kind of hit there. But I do need to prioritize my tank. That's the scary part I'm actually noticing, is that my tank needs to be like primary focus, and so if I casually just start getting hit by, you know, on another account, I'm actually finding that it's very difficult to watch out for that. So I guess that's one sort of little challenge that I'm encountering here with this much, is that I literally would not be able to help my ults if they start dipping low, like accurately. Yeah, I guess you could say. they're just, I guess, it would just be too hard to figure out, okay, which account is actually getting hit, you know, this and that, so. But yeah, this is working out nicely. Just turn spec on here. Stats are fairly high. I probably should just always group up and do a restore every kill. Oh no, I screwed that one up because that was only a 2-doser. Okay, I gotta get into place here. Quick praise. Get everybody in. It looks like one of my attackers is getting low here. Okay, super restores, that's very nice. So I'm trying to Guthan's heal here on this account. It's not really working. Honestly, yeah, I think the Guthan's is just not needed. The problem is it's too unreliable, it's too difficult to switch. So I'm finding out a lot here. I'm finding out that one Guthan's is basically useless here. So that's good to know. I will probably still bring it on my tank just in case, but yeah, see, I didn't even notice it there on my tank. Okay, let's pick up these restores. Basically drop these. I'm just going to keep them as 3 doses because that's perfect for the potion share, the way it works. Looks like I have altar, so yeah, let's just send altar. Still have time here, even though some of the accounts won't fully benefit from it. Turn spec on as many accounts as possible. On the wall, ready to roll. I got food. Let's get overheads on at the last minute here. Okay, here we go. Just slapping. I mean, the DPS from this many attacking alts is what is truly impressing me. That's what I'm amazed at. So it was all worth it. The extra attack levels that I trained up, you know, the extra this, extra that, it all ended up being worth it. It was not just out of caution, you know, overkill training my stats. This is farm status. I mean, literally. Let's throw a restore here. And then let's actually boost potion share on this super attack and super strength. Looks like there's no cooldown at all for that too, which is excellent because I need to do a lot of them back to back typically. So I'm actually going to stand a little bit closer in every time here and sort of figure out my limits here. Might as well carry the stack of Lanodyne. Yeah, so 30 seconds, okay. Basically I can just turn spec on every single kill because even if it's not ready, it should still be fine. It just does a normal attack instead. So okay, thralls are up, getting ready to quick pray. Just throw Avenge quickly on my tank here. Why not, right? Everything is fully boosted. Okay, spam click the ground. Get all the folks in here. So, yeah, it looks like a couple of those arc light specs hit, and yeah, as you can see, he just gets disintegrated, literally. So. And I'm just literally just click anything you see, like click any minion, because there's just so much chaos going on that the sooner I can just get to attacking stuff, the better. And then turn off my overheads to conserve prayer. And then yeah, this is working out nice. So see if we get lucky here, you know? Definitely have to see. Hoping to get some spears, hoping to get some Zammy hilts, all that good stuff. A Zammy hilt and multiple spears would be excellent. Staff of the Dead would be good too. Let's go ahead and share that potion. Hey, yeah, so this is working nice. I am actually not touching any of these brews. They're basically like a little safety net in case I take damage, just to have, but it does look like they're not super necessary. So let's get my tank into position. Let's go ahead and summon up spells here. Thralls up on these two attackers. And I'm ready to roll. Blood Fury is only used about 100 charges so far, so that's awesome because these are doing a lot of the work, I'm suspecting. Step under after the third Arclight swing, because that is when the boss is ready to hit me again. Yeah, this was a slower kill. I was kind of shocked there. That was the slowest kill I've seen by far, but again, not too slow. Basically, still died fairly quickly after, so. But yeah, this is working out very, very smoothly. I'm actually kind of shocked, so. It's good to know that at least Zammy will be taken care of. Doing a handful of KC here. I will be moving on to other God Wars as well. But I need some spears first. So I will need to get a couple spears under my belt. Probably just do a lot of Zammy for all those spears. And just get it out of the way and then not have to worry about coming back. So that'll be nice. Let's just get a share on all these. Again, not really even touching my super combats too hard here. Maybe that's why the kill was slow. So let's share one, potentially. Let's get a Venge on the tank here. Let's go summon Thralls, Thralls, Thralls. Get on the wall here. Specs are all on. Let's actually save one of them. And let's get prayers on. Spam click. And just like clockwork, you know, just rinse and repeat. As long as I do that, my tank gets aggro immediately here. And yeah, Blood Furies are just doing work, I'm assuming, so. Looks like this account is kind of getting hit by multiple minions. That's fine. Let's see if I can snipe a heal. Huh, the one attack that I did actually was a heal. Kind of cool. Anyway, yeah, it's working out nice. So more supers. So that's perfect. Got to basically manage my inventory here. So I need to trade my tank here. Let's trade real quick here. Let's just give him all of these, or most of them basically. And I can just kind of hold on to some of these sets for him. Let's just group everybody up here, and we'll do this. We'll do a restore as always. We'll do this, and we'll do that up. See, this is where I need to watch out because I'm getting close to that timer. Get everybody on the wall. That could be a trip ender right there. I'm not ready, so need to watch how much time I idle in between there. Otherwise, you know, pretty good. So, wow, big hits from the minions there. Wow, my tank almost got disintegrated there. That's the potential right there. Double 20s, so one from the boss, one from a specific minion, probably the ranged minion there, is what hit me. And all of a sudden, paradise turns to panic, right? So, pick up these potatoes before they despawn. Get the quick praise off. Pick these up. I did get a fresh boost off, so I am chilling on that. Yeah, it's gonna go well. We'll see. See if we can get lucky here. Yo, there it is. The big one. That's a rare one right there. Holy moly. First big loot coming in. Staff of the Dead. Oh, you just love to see it on the ground. You love to see that purple. Oh, it's so good. It's so delicious. Wow. Can't actually believe it. Holy moly. Okay, better pick this thing up. That's a beauty. It's gonna be a good unique to have. I don't exactly know like where all it will be used, but I just do know that it is something that will eventually find its way into utility there. So excellent first drop. That's one of the rarer drops that this place has. So it's good that we got that out of the way, and then the spears should follow as they are much more common. Oh, there we go. God Sword Shard 2 as well coming in. So the drops are rolling in. That was only a couple KC later. So yeah, that's one of the 3 God Sword Shards. We will need one of each to make our first God Sword. So that's excellent. Just gonna need as many of those as we can get for right now. Let's keep them rolling in. So it's been a pretty juicy long trip. However, all we have received so far is that Staff of the Dead and the God Sword Shard. So no spear, surprisingly. We just prep for this kill. Although the kills are going just as smoothly as we started, so it's going pretty well. This method just worked so much better than I thought, and I think that's primarily because of these Blood Furies. So I am a little bit concerned, like, okay, well, these will eventually run out. What do I do then? Is there an issue with that? But Vires are always farmable, right? Like, I have multiple alts, I can always farm them. You can pickpocket for shards as well. Mostly I will just AFK them on the side, get them as a drop. So yeah, gonna be just throwing on the remainder of this trip here. Running out of super restore is the issue here, so I'm gonna drop the remaining sand fuse that I have over to my pot sharing account, and he'll just be pot sharing those as a last resort here, as completely out of super restores on all of the accounts. I've been slowly funneling them over to the pot share account, and man, the number of times that I have used the pot share spell to save one dose because it's hitting all 4 of my accounts is unbelievable. I'm more than satisfied with the efficiency saved there. That's just so many more doses over the long trip that I end up getting out of it. So, and I've been just summoning the thralls and casting Ward of Arceus about with 20 to 25 seconds left. Even though they sit around and waste some, the kill doesn't even last that long, so ends up still getting full utility out of it. I'm going to be spam clicking to pull aggro, and I've also perfected the starting spot here for all of my attackers. It's basically as close as I could possibly be to the boss, to where I won't get accidentally aggroed as long as I'm, extremely quick with it on my tank. I could pick up aggro on my tank, and then I'm as close as physically possible to where I'm within like 1 tick of running to reach the boss. And yeah, that's been really helpful at just adding to the DPS, getting out there sooner, really does help that. Every now and then I'll just drink a Brudos on my alts whenever I'm going to do a super restore share, simply because it's pretty free. It just boosts me above 99, although they have literally never dropped below like 85. I haven't had an alt lose health beyond 80 or something. It's been pretty consistent. The Blood Furies are obviously doing the majority of that, and I've just been savagely pot sharing a lot of these super attacks and such that I get here, because you just kind of get way more than you really use here. So make sure it turns back on. I'm a little bit low here. I think I forgot to share a sand few, but I can probably do that right now, huh? Yep, there we go. Actually cured my poison on my tank as well, so that's kind of cool. Obviously you need it to do that, but that minion got destroyed pretty quick. Okay. Yeah, so just rounding off the trip here, trying to conserve my prayer. The last remaining bits that I have, I'll probably only be able to get like 1 or 2 more kills here, depending on the drops. So let's see. Yeah, obviously Zammy does drop super restores, and I've been getting them out the wazoo, but eventually you will hit this little dry streak where you just don't get any drops for a while. So, I'm going to obviously run out, and I'm still pretty hefty on the super combats. I haven't been using them as much just because I'm getting so many super attack and strength pots from the boss as a drop. Therefore, I think when I come next time, I'm going to be bringing a little bit less. Avenging my tank has obviously been helping, I think, and so I will continue to do that. Let's just share this. That's the last dose of restore. Move my tank out to the attacking spot and move everybody onto this mark tile is kind of like my starting spot. As long as I'm that far east and no further, then it works out very nicely here. It was actually 80 HP under an alt, so I quickly ate a potato there. And after the third Arclight swing, we dip under. And wow, just literally, the boss got 1 attack off on me. Literally just 1. Crazy. It's crazy how fast it's actually going down, and that's obviously on task with Arclight. So my tasks, I can definitely show what my tasks were here. So if I go exclamation mark task on every account, let me just do that to give myself, okay, so it should show how many I have killed and how many I have left. So actually that's way less than half, which is perfect, because I'm trying to go a second trip with this Greater Demon task, so that should work out nicely. Don't have any more restore, so I will just be kind of chilling here. 90 HP on that account, but again, the Blood Fury procs are pretty juicy, so yeah, this looks like this might be the last trip or kill. I have an altar in 2 minutes, so I could potentially sneak an altar in here. We'll just have to find out here, so let me just share that. Why not? Throw up thralls one more time. Venge my guy, who's already venged actually. But it's okay, it's just a small amount of runes. It's more important to have it applied than it is to worry about wasting. Okay, running kind of low on prayer. Uh-oh. What was... okay, it's because I red X'd under him. I was like a little bit concerned there as to why that boss just like wasn't targeting my tank there. A little bit worried, but should be fine. Okay, so a minute 20 on that altar. Do I greed it? Do I really greed this? So, problem is my tank's prayer. Nah, I don't think it's worth it. I really just don't see the need to greed this. I'm just gonna pick up some of the last loot here and then dip. Yeah, let's just get out. It was a good trip. I am just a little bit further from the altar than the boss spawn, so I unfortunately can't recharge to full. Otherwise that would give me at least 2 more kills, which could potentially lead to a super restore drop, which will give me, you know, 5 or 6 more kills as well, probably leading to another altar, which gives me to 2 more kills, and then, you know, it just keeps snowballing from there. Like, basically that's kind of like the snowball effect of God Wars, is that if you have a large enough team size, you end up just getting enough supplies from the boss to just like fully just keep staying and, you know, just continuously get those restore drops. So okay, Staff of the Dead acquired. It's actually, technically it's a stab weapon, but the stats on it for stab are extremely low. It does have high strength bonus, but, you know, as a low accuracy stab weapon, it's not the best, but it would technically be my best in slot TOA weapon right now. So I will just continue to go for spears, and I should get them fairly soon. Make one into a hosta and be able to use that for TOA. So I did manage to bank the Zammy frozen key piece on all of these guys, as well as I snuck out some Zamorak brews. I kind of like using Zamorak brews. There isn't like a ton of ways to use them truly, but I do like to try and find those ways if possible. It boosts your attack an extra 2 levels over what a super attack or super combat does. So typically you're used to 118 being the maximum boost. Zamorak Brew actually boosts your attack to 120, and it does a normal strength potion effect. So it's not that good on the strength boost, but it will maximize your attack. And potentially in the future for like a raid or solo boss, that could be something to do if I would like to like pre-pot that or bring one in as just that extra oomph on some type of boss where I don't take much damage. It could have its uses, and as always with this game, the way it kind of works is Jagex will always be releasing new updates, and these new updates might, you know, they might have some significant new update with a boss that utilizes mechanics where things like the Zammy Brew is worth it. You know, things like Staff of the Dead might be more worth it. ZGS currently has a couple places where I can use it, at Mutadal and Ziliana. But other than that, you know, so it's always nice to go for these types of items in the case that, you know, some new update comes out and it's like best in slot there, and it's like, okay, then you don't have it, so you're gonna go get it anyway. So but yeah, that is kind of gonna wrap up this video. I just wanted to show a lot of that. Unfortunately didn't get a Zammy spear that trip, but I will continue to go back and hopefully get that and represent that in the next video. One last thing I do want to do here is I want to swap this blessing to my tank here. This is something that I've found is probably worth it, and that's so that I'm going to bank the Rada's blessing, use the Rada's blessing on this guy. That way now I will have the full like Carol's top equipped when I enter the door. In that initial kill, I won't need to worry about equipping my Carol's top in place of the Zammy robe. I'll just have the Zamorak item so that I'm safe from outside, and then just instead of my tank having to fuss with that, just 2 of my attackers might have like a robe top instead of a Carol's top equipped for a small duration of that first kill, just in case, because it's more important to have the tank who's going in first, potentially a few seconds before all the other accounts, to just be as durable as possible. So yeah, thanks everyone for tuning in. That's going to conclude this episode. This was the first entrance into God Wars. Very successful. I am beyond pleased with, I guess, the results. Just the ability to kill the boss quickly was way better than I had expected. It really was. And the Blood Furies were just like literally keeping me full HP the entire time. I never even once worried about my attackers getting low. I didn't even really look at them, to be fair. I would just kind of casually pay attention like to all my accounts' little green bar above their head through watching my tanks client. And if I did see somebody like not at full, I would like glance around to the HPs just to sniff out what was up. Occasionally they would get hit by a minion for like a 10, you know, but then the Blood Fury, because the Arclight is so strong, the Blood Fury would probably just proc on the next big hit and then just heal back to full. So as far as charges, let's see there, about 9.2k charges left on all these blood shards. That's incredible. So that means I only used like 8% of a blood shard roughly. That's really nice. So I can bank my Guthans, which I found out is just not worth it. And potentially even going for more prayer gear. So something I've realized is, well, obviously the Guthans is useless, but I'm wondering maybe I should even just bring the Elite Void Robe, since I'm extremely durable, and that would give me a little bit more prayer. Prayer is extremely valuable in this encounter, I've realized, because it does just come down to having 4 accounts camping Piety in an overhead the entire time, so I do run out of that. But that was about a 3-hour trip, or as close to it as you get. So, you know, I don't need to really extend that or push that any further. It's about 2 trips per task of Greater Demons, and then by then I'll have too little left on this task, so I'll have to finish that one out and then get a new task from Duradel. So. But yeah, just some things I've learned and was able to perfect there. But yeah, that's going to conclude this video. Make sure to drop a comment if you liked, and definitely subscribe for more content. This is the first of the God Wars rooms that we will be encountering, and we'll be moving on to other enjoyable spicy places like Armadillo will definitely be very fun, and Bandos I think will be a lot more difficult. So yeah, stay tuned for more, and I will catch you on the next one. Peace.